I'm very confident na kapag forensic investigation to, overloading talaga kasi yung weight ng axle load, yung axle na katapat ng hanger is already 4 times ng ginagamit namin sa design.
Most bridges in the Philippines, nata-traffic tayo. And kung you're correct na it's overload that way, then we're going to expect na maraming bridge na babaksak.
Sir, pwede mag-comment sa sinabi ni Honorable Senator Villanueva saka I'd like to emphasize na in the annex C dun sa affidavit ko, sinabi ko na obsolete bigla yung design ko kasi 2012, 2013 ko siya dinisign 2014 nag-start yung yung construction. Biglang 2015 nagbago yung code. Ang tagal nitong, alam ko mahaba tong tulay na to, 1 kilometer to halos. Abutin to ng matagal, apparently 10 years. So, talaga mo obsolete yung design ko. I recommended in writing na kailangan i-redesign talaga to. And I believe na yan ang main reason kung bakit ganong kamahal ang retrofit. Kasi buong design ko, kailangan i-retrofit mo.
Sir, to clarify, it was only obsolete vis-a-vis the new bridge code as to seismic.
No, lahat. Kasi pati yung vehicular load, dati kasi ang design ko, truck lang. Ang 2015 na code, truck, pati yung lane load, yung sinasabi kong 0.9 tons per lane, sabay yun. So, pati yung vehicular load, tumaas sa bagong code. Yung seismic, tatamaan lahat ng substructures ko. Hindi lang yung Pier 8, hindi lang yung Pier 1, kundi lahat tatamaan.
Siguro, sir, I'll give you the option to reiterate, to either just submit that or reiterate that in writing. Kasi I think that will help the Secretary's investigation. It will help the committee.
Yeah.
But I want to point out, that doesn't mean that you were ruling out faulty construction. Tama po ba?
Yes. Pero there's another thing that I'd like to emphasize. Lahat yung pinag-uusapan na damage sa Span 8 per 8, yung report ni Engineer Boyet Lingan, walang kinalaman yun dun sa nag-collapse Yung nag-collapse, Span 3. Tapos may truck ka na lagpas 30 cubic meter yung yung dump box niya. So yung palang siguro almost 80 tons na kagad yung kargada niya. Tapos close to, let's say, 20 tons yung truck. Malapit talaga siya sa 100 tons. Yung kaya nag-collapse yung Span 3, naputol yung hanger. Yung hanger, walang damage dun sa mga previous reports.
Yeah, sa previous reports,
yung bolts na sa bottom cord yun.
Yes, minor lang sa Span 3. Yung sa
saka yung na-shear off na bolts, yun, connection yun ng bottom cord dun sa arco, kasi bumuka yung arco. So yung pagbuka ng arco, yung bottom cord, naputol yung mga bolts kasi ang design ko, hindi naman dapat bumuka yung arco dahil dapat kompleto. Ganun ang nangyari. Walang kinalaman sa hanger. Wala siyang kinalaman sa hanger. So, I'm very confident na kapag forensic investigation to, overloading talaga kasi yung weight ng axle load, yung axle na katapat ng hanger is already 4 times ng ginagamit namin sa design. So no way na mag-survive yung namin.
Except dun sa drawing na pagka-traffic, medyo magkadikit pa rin yung 100 tons dun sa ilang tons yun. Kasi sir,
yes.
I mean, you may be correct, but that's why I'm concerned if you are correct. Most bridges in the Philippines, nata-traffic tayo. And kung you're correct na it's overload that way, then we're going to expect na maraming bridge na babaksak.
I'd like to correct, sir. Hindi yung matatraffic kasi pag na-traffic ka, yung pangalawang drawings mo na may mga kotse na lang.
Yes, yung may enough. Kasi ito, pag nakita mo yung video na sinubmit ng PNP Region 2, hindi naman sila traffic at saka ang layo na ng pinunta niya bago siya bumaksak dun .
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't make conclusions. We do appreciate your input. Maybe what we can do is before or after hearing 3, I'll offer to your chairman, to the USEC for Legal Affairs, we can have a technical working group. Ang mag-usap architects at engineers para, we can get this on record. Kasi ang problema ng hindi technical working group o dito, or hindi nyo pinasa sa amin in writing, di ba? But from a lawyer's point of view kasi, engineer, yung 2018 to 2022, daming eh. But I hear you. You're saying nga na kung from 2014, 2016, ni-rebid nyo na lang, you use a different design, baka hindi nangyari to. Diba? But ako naman, sinasabi ko, even with your design, hindi dapat ganyang kadaming findings ng mga major na problema from 20... Kasi if you're saying na obsolete yung design mo ng 2015, ang daming bridge na ginawa between
1997, sir, yung ginamit kong...
Yes, but we made bridges in the last 40, 50 years na hindi bumabaksak eh.
No.
And under your definition,
And
obsolete
I
din yun.
agree with you, Your Honor. And ito nga nakakatakot. Yung bagong generation na trucks are already 30 cubic. They're double yung ano.
And we appreciate that at pinasa ko nga yun kay Sec Vince. And since you're here, Sec, I think sa cabinet naman you have chance to talk. Ang sinabi ko lang kasi kay Sec Vince, Sec, kung hindi kaya ng kalye natin, huwag nyo na i-register sa LTO. Di ba mag-notice na kayo na hindi pwede yung... I'm talking about not overloaded. Yung, ang sinasabi ni engineer is yung by itself, yung real capacity niya is even over present because of modern technology. No? But thank you, engineer, and we will have a hearing pa, and you tell me if you think na kailangan ng technical working group. Uupuan ko rin yun. Kasi I think this is all... everyone who wants to speak, give evidence, talk, I encourage you. Because as the chairman, we will only make a report based on yung ipinasok nyo. So even the contractor, I know you're listening. Consult your lawyers, consult your engineers. Feel free to submit whatever you want to submit. Okay?